Do you want to bring bees, butterflies, and hummingbirds to your garden? This is the Front Range Gardener with a succession of purple plants that please pollinators from spring through fall. The earliest blooming and longest season of these pollinator plants belongs to catmint. Blooms begin in May and continue throughout the summer. Catmint is available in different varieties, from this low-growing cat's pajamas to small shrubs. Catmint thrives in semi-arid climates and intense sun. Prune after the first flush of blossoms to encourage your bush to put out new flowers. Catmint is easy to divide in fall to propagate more plants. Catmint also spreads vigorously, so care is needed to keep it under control. If you are looking for purple plants to please pollinators, it's hard to beat Perennial Salvia. In my Zone 5 garden, it blooms in May and June. The blossom buffet befriends bees, butterflies, and hummingbirds. Also called meadow sage, it is well adapted to Colorado's climate. It thrives on little water and harsh direct sunshine. It is also easy to divide in fall to propagate even more plants. Deadheading the spent flower stalks will lead to a second, albeit much smaller, bloom cycle. There are lots of varieties of salvia available. I love this May night salvia, which is widely available in garden centers. About the time that salvia blossoms are beginning to fade, Veronicas are getting started. Also called Speedwell, Veronicas are compact herbaceous shrubs with 4 to 6 inch flower spikes. Veronicas are available in a variety of colors, but of course I chose purple for my landscape. Like other herbaceous shrubs, Veronicas are easy to divide in fall. This gives you more plants and also controls the size of plants in your garden. Veronicas are happy in full sun and well-drained soil. Their water needs are modest once established.
One of my favorite shrubs for the landscape is English lavender. They are well adapted to Colorado's semi-arid climate, cold winters, and fast-draining soils. The first flush of blossoms arrives by mid-June. By the end of June, lavender becomes the favorite snack for bees in my garden. I give my lavenders a hard prune in early spring. I cut each plant down to about 4 inches. This prevents the plant from growing unattractive woody stems. This pruning emphasizes the beautiful fresh green growth and fabulous flowers. When you shop for lavenders for your Colorado garden, use caution with Provence lavender. These varieties are not as cold tolerant as English lavenders and are not suitable for USDA Hardiness Zone 5. In July and August, Russian sage brings bees buzzing to the landscape. It's the ultimate xeric plant, thriving in our intense Colorado sun while barely sipping any water. Standing up to 5 feet tall, this Russian sage is a literal wall of pollinators. Given enough space, Russian sage is ideal for low-maintenance areas of the landscape. A simple annual pruning of dead stalks after winter will keep Russian sage looking great.
When blossoms fade on our previous purple plants, varieties of blue spirea get to blooming. Pollinators go crazy for blue spireas from August into September. 2 varieties you can plant are Blue Mist and Dark Night. I grow Dark Night, which is more purple than blue. Prune blue spireas in early spring to enhance the shape of the bush and remove dead branches. Don't hesitate to cut it back severely. These spireas will bloom on branches produced after your prune. A mature bush will reach up to 3 feet tall and wide.
Fall is a terrific time to plant perennials. Watch this video to see how I do it. Bring bees buzzing to your backyard for happy gardening.